These same people saw poverty 10 years ago, behaving exactly the same way as the elite do.
Exactly the same.
So it's like,
and that's what needs to change.
But there's also a set mentality within ourselves.
But I'm not talking about psychology, I'm talking about a class issue. By the way, just for the camera, we changed memory, and I had people in the past accuse me of editing out certain conversations. I have not edited out any conversation. That was a memory change, by the way.
Okay.
And I tried to get it all on camera because I've been accused of certain things in the past.
I think it's good for having these different conversations, also what the different perspectives.
I would just like to say, right, you want to know what Asians say behind closed doors about black people, right?
And you can't speak for all Asians.
Not Asians,
please do speak.
Yeah. What do Africans say about Asian people behind closed doors?
A lot of what African, I'm not going to speak on behalf of all Africans or black people, but generally, like say for example, amongst Nigerians, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm generalizing here, but a number of Nigerians might make fun of West Indians, like Caribbeans, because like they're not as academically inclined. That's the perspective as Africans, right? But it's not like a hatred. They might prefer that their sons or daughters marry someone from their same ethnic tribe, but the hatred, I don't really. I don't know. Maybe I can say. I don't really
sorry. Whose hatred are you speaking about?
Amongst black people, I don't really.
Amongst black people towards Asians.
To other racist, I'm not saying black people are not racist, but I don't know what is. But
No, it's not racism. There might be some.
No, there's some black people are racist. They might think they are superior, but
yeah, but I don't think racism.
I mean,
I don't think black people can be racist though.
Coming to my definition, I said earlier. You see, that's why. Do you see what I mean? This is why I define.
Oh wait, right.
You see, because now when we think of racism, we think of structural racism, and that's why people say things like black people.
Yeah, but why don't you just use the term xenophobia?
Because that is the definition of racism, Oxford Dictionary.
You know, this is
not.
This is all context. Honestly, it's all context.
Yeah.
It's interesting we're having this conversation. Go to certain places, forget race. We're talking about tribalism.
Yeah.
You come down, like, this is all structure, and it's all like context that you're speaking of. So I think that's the danger of like generalizing and getting a broader like attitude towards all of this, because it's very dangerous to do this. Like, we're speaking about this like that. Go to, for example, probably, you know, Yemen or Somalia, right? You're talking about tribes. You're discriminating people. This is ways as the whole racial construct works, depending on which tribe you come from. So the concept of race doesn't even exist for them. Like, they could be looking the same, but just because genealogically you're from the wrong tribe, you're gonna be, you know, completely just alienated in that way.
But the only difference with racism is that because, again, racism in terms of the belief, not structural racism, because you can, if you're judging someone by the way they look, you can't get away with that. The reason why I think, like, if you're black, right, you're always going to be black. What I mean by that, if you're mixed race, or if you're Arab but you know you're politically black and all the rest of it, you can chop and change when it suits you. If you're black, like black African like myself, I can't be nothing but black. I can go to any, and that's why that's why it's different, because you can have someone that's a strong advocate for black people but very fair in complexion, but they might after I want to try something else, and they can blend into mainstream society. No matter what I do, I can dye my hair, I can wear different nose piercing, I can wear an earring, I can wear different clothes. I'm still going to be looked at differently because I'm clearly African. That's why that's why I wanted to, again in the beginning, define what I mean by black and not use the political black term, because as much as, yes, I think it's important that non-white people come together, I can't come across as something that I'm someone that's I can't come across as being someone that's something that's not of African descent, basically. Whereas basically everyone else that is kind of racially ambiguously looking can.
If you've got rid of the social construct of race, which is like in terms of nations and stuff like that, you still have peoples. So like you have Semitic peoples, you have Caucasians, Indo. But
you wouldn't know where they're from. But okay, an Arab, right?
Okay. An Arab is Semitic.
No, but I'm saying Arab can go to someone like a different part of the world, like Venezuela, for example, and they can possibly can blend in. An African, whether you're from Senegal, no matter where you can be treated a certain way. That's my point. So, and that's why no other people have got that apart from black people, or clearly African-looking black people.
So
that's why it's an issue.
Is your concept of race a biological concept then?
My concept of race. No, I don't believe in the concept. No, I
don't
believe in the concept
of common thread.
No, I don't believe. No, I don't believe in the concept of race because, as we know, it's a social construct. But I'm just saying that.
Yeah, but isn't whiteness African, a social construct? Yeah, so anything.
No, it is.
You said like an American going to Venezuela.
Okay, what stereotypically? What is that? No, what I mean by stereotypically in Africa, because even how I'm using terms, you can be a North African, like I think. Yeah, and sorry, I'm not using that. I'm not me using you as an example, but which I am. But you can go to Brazil, fit in, and she's Brazilian. No question. Where are you from? What's her heritage?
Yeah, but
I'm just. You can come across as being Spanish from different parts of the world, even American, and you can blend as she looks. I'm always going to be considered an African. I would, she would, and Ayan would. Even yourself, I don't know where you're from, but just again, you could be.
My grandmother's Kenyan.
No, I'm not saying it I'm just saying that you could pass off as an Arab, you can pass off as an Asian. Do you understand? So you can blend in. So although you might be politically black and advocate for black people, you can.
I don't know if
you can take your foot off the gas if you wanted to. That's just being honest. I couldn't. So that's why it's different for black Africans. Do you understand what I'm getting at? It's a total different, especially like the issue of like black beauty and stuff like that, because as much as people want to kind of defend it, they can, okay, I want to try something else. Whereas if you're like a black woman, you're a black woman. Do you understand what I'm getting at? That's why I think other races, I don't think they've really understood.
So is it just based on perception? Because if I look
it's not perception, because it's reality.
Because I'm a black and I'm African as well.
No, you are, but yeah, sorry, it's perception, you're right. So it's perception because I might perceive it to be, okay, I don't know where you look Brazilian. Okay, but you're Brazilian. You look. Do you understand what I'm getting at? You could be African. And you can blend in and not have those issues because of the way you look. Whereas if you're black African,
but that's from a black African perspective, not from a Brazilian or an Arab perspective.
What do you mean not from Brazilian?
Like, that's just your perception.
What do you mean not from a Brazilian perspective?
Like a Brazilian. Like
okay, in Brazil.
I've met Brazilians who see me as an African person.
Okay, in Brazil, the more African you look and darker you are, the more discriminated you are against. I've been to Brazil 5 times. I spent a number of months in Brazil, and that's the reality. So even though a number of Brazilians look like in some terms of complexion, and in Brazil I'll be considered to be black and you'll be considered to be black, you'll be treated, even you can pass off as white, which I didn't go into in terms of understanding blackness. It's not really race, it's hair texture. So the more finer your hair is, the more you can kind of, and I'm not trying to say that you're less black. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just saying that when you're clearly black, you can't escape it. If you look racially ambiguous,
between the perception of blackness, and the treatment, and the class.
Okay, so the treatment. But I would argue this.
Structures, they're not two separate things. They're
I would argue
symptomatic of the same phenomenon.
No, but I would argue that the treatment of, well, that's this.
No,
I think we're gonna go into probably another. I hear what you're saying, but I'm just conscious of time. But this has been really enjoyable. I've actually enjoyed it because, again, if I've said anything that has offended anyone, so what? I'm joking. No, it's important that we have conversations, and again, just different people having different perspectives, and we can agree to disagree, kind of thing. I just think,
definitely.
Thank you for inviting me.
And it's an open discussion and dialogue. And if anybody wants to further engage with Brother Habib, do let me know. We could do it by email as well and things like that. But let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that you've enjoyed it, and we can invite you back for further discussions, and even perhaps have your book as the talking point, essentially, because I think it's a very important book. But the only one I've read is the one with the orange cover, essentially. So, and I read that a few years ago, so do forgive me. But I read it a few years ago. It was called Illuminating the Darkness. Yeah, that's the one I've read. North Africans and Africans, right?
Blacks and North Africans.
Blacks and North Africans, you entitled it. Okay, sure. That was the only one I've actually read, and I read it a few years ago, but we'll definitely explore. But thank you very much to everybody coming. But let's call it a day because we are 10 minutes over the time, so it's not too bad. But yeah, thank you again to everybody. Next week is the next session, and it's with the Nation of Islam. The minister, as I said, we're purely inviting him to engage in conversation on a political level, not a theological level, as I said. and that will be on the 4th of November at 7 p.m. So 4th of November, and please look out on Facebook for our marketing regarding that. Thank you very much.